Hey, really glad you're here, because if your current speaker ever sounded thin, distant, or like it was missing the emotion of what you're watching or listening to, this is the kind of upgrade that actually makes a noticeable difference. The LG M5 Sound Suite. This isn't for someone who's okay with flat audio that just gets by. This is for you, the person who hears when something has presence, who notices when voices lack clarity, when music feels boxed in, or when effects feel weak. Before anything else, check the current price and stock. Wireless sound systems with real spatial audio features don't hang around forever. You know that moment when you press play and you want to be pulled into the scene, but the sound just sits there on the surface? Or that feeling when your music doesn't have depth and feels like it's missing something alive? That's when you realize your current setup just isn't matching how you want to experience content. You've outgrown the compromise phase. Once you hear spatial audio with Dolby Atmos working in a compact speaker, anything weaker starts to feel like a flat soundtrack. From the first time you play something through the M5, you'll feel how it lifts the sound. The dual tweeters and woofer don't just push audio outward, they bring clarity and dimension that feel intentional. Voices become clearer, effects feel more natural, and music gets a fullness you probably didn't realize your setup was missing. Spatial sound doesn't just make things louder, it gives them space to breathe. Once you've felt that kind of presence, anything flat starts to feel like you're holding back the experience. Imagine watching your favorite movie and suddenly noticing every whisper, every surround effect, every musical layer with intention, not buried or muddled but right there. Think about music that fills your room in a way that feels alive, where instruments separate and vocals stand clear. Picture streaming a podcast and actually hearing every nuance instead of background murmur. That's the kind of experience that feels earned, not lucky. If you find yourself thinking maybe later or maybe a simpler speaker is fine, don't get stuck there. Every time you consider something weaker, you'll circle back here because you know what satisfying, clear sound feels like, and you want it. Delaying this just delays the moment when your audio finally matches the quality of the content you actually enjoy. You might worry this is overkill for everyday use. Once you hear it in action, that worry disappears, because this isn't just about power, it's about presence. Everyday audio feels richer, clearer, more intentional. And here's something most people don't mention until they experience it: good spatial sound doesn't just make content louder, it makes it emotional. Quiet moments feel more intimate, big scenes feel more immersive, and music feels layered instead of flat. There's a confidence that comes with owning audio that actually performs. You don't strain to hear dialogue. You don't guess at where effects come from. You just experience content the way it was meant to sound. Presence that feels intentional and alive, clarity that brings out every detail, spatial dimension that actually surrounds you, bass that's controlled, not muddy, performance that elevates everyday audio. Yes, it's a step up from basic speakers. And yes, you'll feel the difference right away, because that's exactly why you're here. At some point you stop settling for audio that just gets by and choose the system that actually keeps pace with the way you watch, listen, and enjoy your space. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and regret later. Check the price, decide with confidence, and finally hear sound that feels alive.